Hi Capricorn, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. So I thought I would come on here and do your reading. So I'm recording this on Sunday, the 28th of August. We did have the new moon yesterday. So hopefully you are navigating your path through in relation to the new moon manifestations and intention settings, and of course navigating and traversing the energies that are going on at the moment, which are quite intense. So this is for the sun sign of Capricorn, okay? It is based on collective energy. It's not going to resonate for everyone. It's important for me to point that out. Always use your discernment when it comes to readings and guidance. The intentions of this reading is to help uplift, inspire and empower sun sign Capricorn collective on your journey in love and in life. And it may not resonate at all, and that's okay. If it doesn't, send it love. Leave it behind. It could be someone else's story. And of course, on YouTube, these readings are for entertainment purposes only, and it is based on collective energy. Okay, so we will jump right in, and I'm going to use the Universal Weight deck. I've not drawn to using that deck. So I'm going to take some cards for the general reading, and then I'm going to move on to love. So of course, one portion might resonate, the other one might not. Both might not. Take it as it comes. Okay, let's see what we have. General guidance, please, for Capricorn. There was something there that was kind of just in front of my eye. I don't know if it was a piece of fluff or something. Perhaps you need to kind of like see something clearly. Okay, right, let's see. For Capricorn, please, what messages do we have from the pure white light? Okay, we've got Six of Pentacles. I will hold them up. Right, they came out together. There's three together here. We've got King of Pentacles, Three of Wands in reverse, and Ace of Wands. Okay, and let's see if we've got one more. This is for the general. Yeah, that one flipped. Okay. And I'll come to the hidden energy. So we've got two aces here. So new beginnings. And we've just had a new moon. So that is a new beginning in itself. And that brings with it the opportunity to actually start something anew. Now here, because we've got pentacles as well as wands in terms of the energy of the aces, this is all about a new start or a new project, a new creative endeavor, a new job, a new connection, because it could also relate to connections. Again, take it as it resonates. It's general. That's something that's really going to kind of like inspire you, spark that fire within, enable you to use that passion, that drive, the fire energy, as well as something that's actually going to be stable for you. So that's stability that you're looking for. And of course, when we're doing something that we're passionate about, it automatically brings us that stability, that inner stability, because we're like, yeah, this is me, this is what I'm meant to be doing. So take that message how it resonates. Six of Pentacles came out first, and that's all about balance. Okay, that's how I feel with this card. It's all about balance and reciprocity. So it's in the upright position. So this is a balanced opportunity here for a new beginning of some kind. A new beginning that's going to bring that balance in as well. That's what you're looking for, Capricorn. You're looking for something that's going to give that equal give and take back to you. And the three that came out together, so with the Ace of Wands, we obviously had the Three of Wands in reverse and King of Pentacles. So the only one in reverse is the Three of Wands. And that one is sort of indicating there's a lack of progress. It could be because you need to really own your sovereignty and know your worth. This is, of course, earth energy as well, and you are an earth sign. So to be grounded in yourself, in your passions, what you're passionate about with the Ace of Wands, in order to then see that progress. Because in the upright position, I always feel that this is kind of waiting for your ships to come in. You've selected the wand, because when we think of the Two of Wands, you know, we've got the two wands. The person's got their hand on a wand. They're often carrying a globe as well, because it's indicating sort of adventure. And it could be that it's a step out of the comfort zone. Now, because Three of Wands, we've also got another wand there, obviously. This one is actually kind of behind the person. So there could also be this sense, because it's in reverse of what I'm getting intuitively, that there may be reluctance to leave something behind. Now, if this is a job, just to use it as an example, or a project, it could be that you've been so used to doing something that there's almost resistance to leaving it behind in order to do what you want to do. Now, remember, he's got his hand on one of the wands. So he knows the opportunity that's going to be in best alignment for him, this character on the card, okay? And again, with the King of Pentacles energy, knowing your worth, knowing your sovereignty, what is true to you, being loyal to yourself as well, because there's loyalty that comes from that energy, by choosing what is right for you. And that's going to bring in that balance, that's going to restore that balance. But there could be just some fears or hesitancy around leaving something behind, something that's kind of, you know, always been there, that you've been used to doing, but it's not necessarily lighting your inner fire, so to speak. And once you can make that choice and you can actually say, no, all right, I'm a different person now, you know, I've evolved, I'm a different person, and this is actually the opportunity I want that's going to bring me balance. I know my worth. I'm going to take that choice. I'm going to leave that in the past. And that's when the divine offers you that pentacle of stability, because it's the inner stability that comes from doing something that's in alignment for you. I'm also drawn to this kind of portal, if you like, because it's like an archway and a new beginning sort of through that archway. But often we can't see, you know, we've got a glimpse of it through the gap, but we can't see the full picture. So again, there may be fears around that. But there is this big hand, this big opportunity from the divine of saying, look, this is an opportunity for you to get stable, to get grounded, to bring that security that you want, that inner security, because when we feel that inside, it manifests in our external reality. And it doesn't have to necessarily be financial, you know, pentacle energy can be, but abundance can come in many forms. So, you know, this new opportunity, to call it that, could not only provide that passion and that fire and that energy that's like, yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I'm so like fired up with this. I love it. And then you're feeling so stable within yourself because you've got all those feelings going on and you're vibing at that level, that is going to naturally bring that stability in and the abundance of joy and attracting that back to you. And of course, it could be that it's, you know, more financially balanced for you because we've got the Six of Pentacles as well. So that is certainly something that needs to be taken into consideration. Okay, and the hidden energy, right, this is interesting. So on the bottom, that's how I read, okay, hidden energy, Five of Pentacles in reverse. It's good that it's in reverse because that's saying that you're coming out of a place of lack mentality or lack consciousness, moving into more of a prosperity consciousness. What do I want to manifest in my life that's going to really bring me the returns? Now, interestingly, five and that one, golden opportunity, brings about the six. So this is recognizing that things in the past where you might have lost out on something or things have not gone the way that you've wanted it to, that's happened for a reason. It's moving out of that mentality of, oh, it's happening to me. It's kind of saying, no, it's happened for me in the past, and that is what I'm choosing to leave behind. So it's really positive that that's in reverse, because that's indicating that that is the energy that's around and that is achievable, okay? But there is that need to make a choice to leave something in the past, an old way of doing something, an old opportunity that's run its course, or just simply the fears of the past, so you can accept something that's more in line with your worth and your passions, your creativity, that's going to bring you that stability. So that's really powerful. But underneath we've got the Eight of Pentacles. It's putting the work and effort into achieving that. All right, so that's positive as well. Okay, so that's the general. Let's go for love. That's interesting because that one flipped off the top and it's a Chariot. So movement in the right direction, movement towards victory. It's major arcana energy. So there we go. That's all positive signs for you, Capricorn. Okay, let's use the Gilded Tarot Royale because we did have the King of Pentacles, which is a sovereign self. And, you know, you need to uphold that sovereignty. So we're going to use the Gilded Tarot Royale for love. And again, you know, it could resonate for singles out there. It could resonate for those of you in a connection, because it could be, if it's indicating something new, it could be a reinvigoration of an existing connection. But take it how it resonates. Might not even resonate with you at all. The general portion might have, this bit might not, or vice versa. Okay, and I could, of course, be picking up on cross-watcher energy. So this is love for Capricorn. Thank you. Three of Pentacles. This is building a foundation, but I'll come to this when I see the other cards, because what I'm also drawn to is the fact that this person on the card is actually holding one of the pentacles. So it's almost like making a choice, because there could have been third-party energy. And I have to point out that third party can be anything that takes your or your person's energy away from the connection. So it doesn't have to be another person. It can be, but it could be work. It could be something that's taking the energy away from the connection. And that's what's known as the third party energy. We've got Page of Wands in reverse. So that actually could be an immature fire sign, or somebody that embodies that energy, because it's page energy. So it's youthful, but also it's in reverse. So, you know, we'll see what else comes out. This is love for Capricorn. And how it's come out, even though it's in the reverse, it's almost like the page has got his back to the Three of Pentacles. So it's almost like turning your back on something. Again, a bit like the general portion, you know, leaving something behind. Okay, and that is fire energy as well. So there could be a crossover there, but take it how it resonates. Okay, what do we have for Capricorn, please, for love from the pure white light? It's really interesting because I've got the zodiac cards, the astro cards, of which yours is Capricorn, of course, and just beautifully depicted, you know, for each of the star signs and the houses and the planets in this deck. It's amazing. But because I'm doing Capricorn, I'll be doing Aquarius and then Pisces next. The Aquarius one keeps looking at me, or I keep looking at it, and it's got on the bottom, collaborate. And I keep getting drawn over there. So it might be that there is some opportunity to collaborate with someone. And that could be more in terms of the general portion, in terms of that project or something that's going to enable you to really, you know, get into your passion, your creativity. But it could be collaborating with someone in this connection, if it's love. Right, we've got King of Swords in reverse. So we've got a page and a king, both in reverse, and the Three of Pentacles. So you might be dealing with a fire sign and an air sign. Okay, Aries, Leo, Sag, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and I just mentioned Aquarius, didn't I? The page is obviously younger than the king. So that might indicate third-party energy, because we've got the Three of Pentacles and then two individuals, two people cards. But it could also represent growth, even though they're both in reverse. A page goes from the page to the knight to the king. So there could be some progress in terms of building up the courage to communicate, because the courage comes from the fire energy and the communication comes from the air energy. But again, take that how it resonates. Let's see what else we have, because we've not got a complete picture. Oh, that one flew out, didn't it? Oh, right. Okay, I'm not a fan of this card. Seven of Swords, but it's in reverse. So this is actually moving away from deceptive energy, and also could be self-sabotage energy. Now, if that's the king or the page there, then there is a sense that you're moving away from that. We can often put that energy of self-sabotage. That's also Seven of Swords energy, because it's that toxicity and it's swords energy. It's all in the mind. It's like tying ourselves up in thoughts by, you know, kind of buying into deceptive energy. But we can do that ourselves by sabotaging something because we don't believe or feel that we're worthy enough of it. Interesting. So strength came out with the Page of Swords in reverse. We've got another page. It's quite a lot of swords energy here. Okay, I'm feeling like there's one more for Capricorn, please. This is for love for Capricorn. Or 2 came out. 6 of Pentacles. Wow, we've got that twice, haven't we? And Temperance. So they came out together as well. And the hidden energy is 7 of Wands in reverse. So that's all about actually letting your guard down. 7 of Wands is that defensiveness because it's after the 6 of Wands, which is victory after the battle. So you've gone through, you've defended yourself, victory after the battle. And then it's kind of like, right, I just need to put this one wand in front of me to protect myself, to put my guard up. But in love, that can be quite a resistant energy because it's kind of saying, I'm not going to let you in because I'm going to get hurt again. So there is a sense of needing to come out of that because it's in reverse. There could be fears around doing that, perhaps because of being protective of, you know, your heart space and your valor, you know, because of it being Wands energy. Right, let's just have a look and see what we've got here then. And we've got all of the, for the love portion, and actually overall, there's no cups energy here. So this is devoid of emotion. So you could be feeling that there's some lack of emotion in a situation, that's missing. I'm really drawn on the 3 of Pentacles to these things up here. Now, this is going to sound really strange. They look like paper clips, and I know they're not because they're obviously hooks of some kind of where this guy works. Maybe there is a sense of, because when you think of paper clips, they attach things together, and hooks, you could get hooked. So this is a bit of an intuitive channeling coming through now because I was specifically guided to that. It might be that you felt a bit hooked or attached to third-party energy. Again, doesn't have to be a person, could be. And that could be from the past, it could be in the present. And that's not going to resonate for everybody. But this is almost saying, you know, this person here, whether that's you or someone else you're connected to, has made a choice. You know, this is the pentacle I choose. This is the option that's going to bring me the most stability and the most loyalty and the most abundance when it comes to love. That's the one I choose. 3 of Pentacles is all about building a foundation. So this is almost like choosing the option that is going to enable you to build a secure foundation. And let's not forget, we've got that Ace of Pentacles that came up in the general. So it's like Ace of Pentacle, and this person's holding an Ace of Pentacle. 2 of Pentacles is all about juggling and making a choice. So it could simply be saying that the divine has given you an opportunity to see what option is the best for you that's going to bring that stability. Whether it's associated to a project, a job, or something else, or if this is just all relating to love, you know, take it how it resonates. But this is a choice being made of the option that's most sustainable. And because we've got a Page of Wands in reverse, a King of Swords in reverse, and then further on we've got a Page of Swords in reverse, and that's the order that they came out. And in between, 7 of Swords in reverse. But remember, the Strength came out in the upright with the Page of Swords. So that almost feels like having the strength and the courage to move forward out of energy that could be almost, I wanted to say stalkerish, but I don't mean in that literal sense. I mean, you know, if somebody's keeping tabs on you, they're keeping their eye on you on social media, it might be an ex or something like that. It's having the strength to move away from that energy, because that could be what that 7 of Swords is saying. You know, that was the deception in the past, and I'm now using this major arcana energy to move out of that from the past, because we've also got a Page to the King, back to the Page. So perhaps there's an option here where there is instability in one situation because it's kind of fluctuating, immature, mature, immature. And that's what's creating the deceptive energy as well. Because 7 of Swords is in between the King and the Page. So that could be what kind of leads someone to being a bit sneaky. And by that could just simply be hiding the truth. even if that is hiding their true feelings for you, you know, from a good place, but they're hiding it. That's also Seven of Swords energy. And Swords, communication. So they might be fearful of communicating something to you, or vice versa. But there's certainly fire energy and heavy swords energy. So stop overthinking the situation. You know what the choice is. Because remember, we also see the fire here. So even though it's Pentacles energy, that kind of passionate spark that came through in the general portion, it's a reminder there of, you know, the option that's going to light you up. The option that's actually going to really, really spark that passion within, and having the strength to move forward in that way. Because that's what's going to bring about the balance. And we see that with, you know, the Six of Pentacles from the other deck as well. So that's like a double message, and both of them in the upright. So that's where the reciprocity comes in, when you have the strength to move away from deceptive energy or release self-sabotage, fears and doubts and all that kind of stuff. Choosing the option that's going to bring you the most abundance and releasing everything else. And Six of Pentacles came out with Temperance. So Temperance is also balance. So that's a double message there, and then a triple message, if you like, with that one. And Temperance is Sagittarian energy, but it's also fire energy. So again, you know, blending the energies, allowing it to flow to bring in that balance for you once you've made that choice to move away from any deceptive behavior, releasing any self-sabotage behavior, and moving in the direction of what really lights you up. Let's see what we have from the Queen of the Moon. Capricorn, please. And, you know, if it's not that there's two people, because don't forget, it could be a past relationship where you're still clinging on energetically. It doesn't necessarily have to be a third party situation going on now. You must take it how it resonates. And there's that kind of feeling of, if it's not a fire sign and an air sign, it's somebody that embodies that energy. So somebody who's quite passionate, who has the courage to take action, but can be immature, because the Page of Wands is in reverse. And then we've got King of Swords and Page of Swords both in reverse. So there is that, again, fluctuation between, you know, maturity and immaturity, and also not feeling strong enough to uphold their sovereignty and expression of truth, communicating what they want to communicate. Maybe not even finding the clarity within themselves. And, you know, because the King of Swords uses his wisdom and intellect to communicate and express. And as a sovereign being, goes for what he wants by expression, the power of expression. But that's lacking at the moment because that's in reverse. And of course, you could be on someone's mind as well because of the Swords energy, as well as you having someone on your mind. But yeah, the Strength card is back to back with Six of Pentacles. So it's almost like, yeah, you've got to kind of face in the direction of that where you want to go. And you might not see that that's where the balance and reciprocity is going to come in. So yeah, trust. There's an element of trust here. And what you see here is somebody who is protected in a bubble almost. And there is a nesting element here. So it's almost like birthing something new. Trust in the new beginnings that can come when you recognize what it is that you want to manifest, what you want to create in your life. And you are the creator of your reality. You've got the free will and the responsibility to make the choices best aligned, you know, for your life, because only you know the situation. But this is kind of, you know, saying from a card point of view here that there's a protective element. So protected by the divine in terms of you needing to maybe just take some time out to reflect, but trust that the answers will come, that clarity will come. And Wisdom of the Oracle for Capricorn. Let's see what we have. I felt drawn to also giving you some Oracle cards, Capricorn. Extra messages. Okay. Capricorn. Never-ending story. Stop telling yourself the same story that everything's going to end in pain and suffering and loss. So this is all about recognizing the strength of love in the situation, which this person can't see because they're too busy sat wallowing in their sorrow. Remember, we saw the Five of Pentacles in the general portion in reverse, which is positive because it's recognizing that things have happened for you and not to you. So not victim mentality, but recognizing it's enabled soul growth. So stop telling yourself the same story, that if you reach for something new, you know, if you actually reach for this opportunity that's going to light you up, something that's going to bring you stability, and also when it comes to love, the choice that is more abundant and secure and stable for you in terms of building a foundation, that's where the love is, you know, that energy of love. Hold it within and recognize that it's not the same story. It's only the same story if you allow it to be the same story that's going to play out. Okay. And finally, Moonology manifestation, because we have just had a new moon. So we'll see what we've got for you, Capricorn, from the Moonology manifestation deck. Okay. But that collaborate, I'm just drawn to it again. So there's a sense of collaborating with somebody here. And trusting, you know, trusting that collaboration, if you feel that lights you up, that's your soul giving you that guidance. We've had quite a lot come out there. New moon in Leo, so you need to shine your light bright to attract what you want. Forgive, all right, so that's pain in the past. We've actually got new moon, full moon energy. So in order to manifest the new, you need to release the old, because energetically you've got to free up that space, and you could be just simply holding on to emotions, fears and doubts that need to be released. Full moon in Pisces is actually coming up in a couple of weeks from when I've recorded this video, so that could be relevant for you to work with that lunar energy to offer forgiveness into the past situation that might have caused you hurt in the past, you know, that which has created this never-ending story. So that could be a positive time for you to actually work with the lunar energy to release, if you feel guided to do so. This is in reverse, so it's be proud of yourself. Last quarter moon in Taurus, so earth energy. So you need to be proud of your achievements in your life and be proud of any transformation you've been going through, any soul evolution, because any experience and lesson we have in life evolves our soul naturally. We gain more wisdom, we learn lessons, you know, sometimes they're hard lessons, sometimes they're painful, but it all helps us evolve on our path, because then we realize what our worth is, because it's like, well, I've been through that, I'm not doing that again. Or I recognize from going through that experience that that's what I like, that's what I don't like. So then you know, so it all helps. And it's only after that you recognize, you can look back and recognize that. So two that came out in reverse as well. Attune to the divine, that's also Piscean energy. So trust your intuition, connect to the divine in whatever way you do. Meditation, quiet time. Your soul will give you the answers. That's your inner compass. And new moon in Aries, go for it. So we've got 3 new moon cards there. So this is all about new beginnings for you, because we've got 2 aces as well. So this is all about new beginnings, new starts. Go for it. Have that courage to go for what you want, okay, and manifest it into your reality. So I hope that finds you well, Capricorn. And until the next time, I'm sending you love and blessings. Take care.